Welcome back to Scarlet Nexus, and this will be a continuation of where I left off yesterday, which was shutting down Babe, but this time we're going to the Kunad Gate and seeing if we can find a way to close it. Alright, so I guess we just have to go to the Kunad Highway and see if we can figure out how to close the Kunad Gate. Another brain message. Hey, those people in Togetsu wanted to make it so none of it ever happened, didn't they? Yeah, they did. All the fun stuff, all the crappy stuff, even the things that are important to people, everything would be gone. Even us being together and exchanging messages like this would go away. How could that happen? I never would have existed. I haven't achieved anything yet. Yes, even if someone were to rescue us using that method, we would not have been around to witness the result. Now that I think of it, that's scary. Maybe the scariest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, it's very scary and sad. I couldn't support these methods now. Anyway, I'm glad we're able to stop it. Seriously. Let's build the future of this world with our own hands. I guess let's just head to the Kunad Gate.
The Kunad Gate. Has it always been that big?
It's definitely expanding, but it's still smaller than what it will be in 50 years.
This place brings back a lot of memories. The red strings. I think there's a good chance this is going to work.
Okay. I hope I know what it feels like.
We'll give you SAS support. We should be able to boost your powers if we link our brains together.
There's no telling what kind of dangers there will be, so it would be best to come back to the present as soon as possible. In order for you to have the greatest chance of success, you need to have an exact time and place to jump to meet Wakana.
October 4th, 2009. The old OSF hospital in Lokusho City. If we go there, I know we'll see my mom. That was the day she died. I was in the hospital then, so it's definite.
The others attacked Lokusho City that day, so the hospital moved to its new location in Suo.
Alright. I don't know if it'll work, but let's try envisioning that place and time in our minds.
Are all 10 of us going? A group that big will stand out in a hospital.
About that. Like my teleportation ability, I imagine it will be too stressful on the brain to move that many people at once.
So, should we narrow down the amount of people that are going?
Kasane, this may be difficult to hear, but I believe you jumping alone would have the lowest risk.
Luca?
Regardless, those without the power of the red strings will be pulled back after a set time has passed. If we were to go with you, it would needlessly increase the strain on you and Kasane.
Then I'm going too. I can't let Kasane go by herself.
No, I agree with Luca. Though for a different reason. Yuito, if you meet your younger self, then there's no telling what might happen. It may just be a theory, but I think it's a risk we can easily avoid in this attempt.
But if I make sure I don't see myself... No, I guess we can't be sure. But Kasane going by herself...
I won't be alone. Everyone will be supporting me through the SAS. And since you have the same power, if you stay here, you can act as a marker for me to return to the present. That's what I think, at least.
So I'm like a beacon. Okay, but don't try to do anything crazy.
I won't. I promise. Give me your hand. Lend me your red strings.
Of course, it's the least I can do. If you're trying to recreate what happened, my power should help. Alright, let's begin.
Try to imagine it. 11 years ago at the OSF hospital. And Mother.
It's It's shaking! The Kunad gate is reacting!
Do it!
Take me to Mother!
Kasane, we'll be waiting for you.
This is the same as before. What is this place? The place where Mother has...
I can do this. I just have to imagine it in my mind. The old OSF hospital 11 years ago.
Right, let's run forward. I assume there won't be any others here, so it's just a quick run. There it is right there.
This is it.
Where am I? This is the hospital, right? Information for patients. Today is October 4th, 2009. I jumped right to when I wanted. I sort of have a sense of the red strings now. I don't think I can use them repeatedly, though. I should start looking for Mother.
Okay, so it looks like I have to go this way and off to the left, I guess. Let me check the map just to make sure, though. So I have to go this way and then left. I guess we can't go through that way. God damn it. So I have to go through this door.
Oh, you're Kasane. Oh, Huh? One day I received a memory from the future. I saw you in Togetsu. I guess Babe won its wager. It proved the potential of the red strings. Mother? What do you mean? I don't understand. The brains of past users of the red strings are connected to Babe's core. None of them were as strong as you, though. Babe used those minds to create pseudo-red strings to transfer data across time to red strings users in the past. Transfer? So the data wasn't erased. But how do you know that? I felt a tug from my brain inside Babe. Its data was transferred into my head. Is that even possible? Babe took a risk so that its plan wouldn't be foiled. A huge amount of data was transferred into me. It felt like my head was split open and I fainted. When I woke up, I was astonished at the information I was given. Even so, I'm sure I wasn't sent all the information. That's how I learned that you were alive and well. This isn't the moment for reminiscing, though. I'm sure you're short on time. Thank you, Mother. I want you to tell me what you know about the Kunad Gate. Is Yuito's death really the only way to destroy it?
Yes, it is. As long as Yuito lives, the world will be destroyed by the Kunad Gate. Which is exactly why I made the proper preparations for that not to happen. Now, while the red strings are active, is my only chance to try it. Bring me to your time.
All right. I don't know the reason why, but I'll do what you say.
Wait. First, I have to find Yuito.
Find him?
We're playing hide and seek. It's all right. He's hiding right over there. I finally finished the device to protect Yuito from memory damage.
Is that the ear cuff that Yuito still wears?
It's actually a tag the OSF hospital made to manage special patients. But this is a special order. If you swap this for the one Yuito is wearing now, he'll be all right. Then we'll go to the future.
Okay, then we need to get Yuito.
Oh, Yuito, wait!
Another warning. It's starting. I'll keep you safe, Mother. Let's go after Yuito.
Others could show up at any time. I have to find Yuito fast.
Let's run as fast as we can then.
Where are you, Yuito?
Yuito!
Mother, look out! Mother, hurry!
Yes.
Yuito! Yuito, don't move! I made it. Just in time. I'm sorry. Explaining will take too long. Just let me put this on you. You see, Wakana... Your mom asked me to make sure you wear it.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to live. No matter what.
Are you all right? Is anyone hurt?
Get this child to safety. He's Joe Sumeragi's son.
Understood. Come this way.
I put the cuff on Yuito.
Thank you. People can see us here. Come this way.
All right then.
Yes, let's go.
This'll work. I need to think of Yuito and return to my time.
Take me to your time.
It's the same as the vision Babe showed us, which means...
Mom? Why are you here? What's going on?
Yuito... Mother!
We'll talk later. Her brain must be under a lot of stress. Let's find a place to rest.
But won't she be pulled back to her time while resting?
Don't worry. Though weak, I am a user of the red strings.
We need to hurry back to the hideout.
Wakana should be fine when she has some sleep. There's no damage done to her brain. It seems like it was just exhaustion.
Good. I'm glad it's not serious.
She said she could stay in this time for a while, so let's give her some rest.
If it's true that Wakana has Babe's research data, then that's a hopeful sign.
That reminds me. There was something we talked about inside Babe that had me curious. They were making others, but is that the same metamorphosis technique as New Himuka?
It might be. It's very likely that Naomi was shot with a special bullet that contained other particles. I never could figure out how much New Himuka actually understood about them. But if they have the technique to incorporate other particles into a bullet, they should be able to do something about the extinction belt.
If neither New Himuka nor Togetsu can do it, managing it must be very difficult. Perhaps it has something to do with the amount of particles.
The extinction belt is made of other particles, right? So the others that fall from the sky must have been some kind of animal before.
It's not birds. We learned it's in the stratosphere. But then, what animals could they be? Well, they most likely came from outer space. Outside the extinction belt. Like the moon.
You're almost right. There's a moon station on the outer edge of the extinction belt that contains genetic information of many animals, or so they say.
So the others falling to Earth was instigated by the moon too. That means no matter how much we fight, the others will be born infinitely.
That's so awful. How could they do that to the people on Earth? It's unforgivable.
Very. But I'm sure the people on the moon were desperate to escape metamorphosis. Not that I'm saying you should forgive them for that or anything. With the moon's technology, they should have been able to counter it, but there was no way they could save the entire population.
It's in Dr. Pope's memories, too. People terrified of other attacks.
Well, we have to wait a while to talk to Wakana. So can't we just slack off? I mean, take a break?
You don't have to correct yourself. Slack off all you want. We'll save all the talk for after my mother wakes up.
Stand by Phase 10.
I can't forgive the people on the moon for what they did. But if people are suffering from metamorphosis on the moon, too...
Let's see what these brain messages are quickly. Precautions for the past. I was on short time, so it's hardly complete, but I put together a list of things about the past we should be careful of. There will be a battle between others and Togetsu design children who are after Wakana on the date that we're going to the old OSF hospital. Be sure to stay on your toes. I know I'm repeating myself, but even I don't know what might happen if an individual meets themselves in the past. Kasane should be at the Randall residence in Suo, so I don't expect a problem there, but make sure you stay in Lukusho City just in case. That's all. It must have been sent to us when we first entered the Wedge Strings area, and before we traveled to the OSF hospital. That's just a message about new training missions.
Kasane, are you starting to remember the time when you lived with Wakana? Unfortunately, no. But I do remember the kind, warm feeling I had in the days I spent with Mother. It's all because I met her. The circumstances are unfortunate, but I'm glad I got to see her again.
Let me quickly go over this. I've been thinking about what Kagero said, about what the lunar people are trying to do and what happened. But I'm still not confident I understand. I'd like you to explain it to me again. Don't worry about it, Tsugumi. Aside from me and Kyoka, it was a lot of information for you all to process. As far as I understand, it all began when colonists were sent to Earth from the moon. Yeah, I guess it was around then. The colonists' goal was to return to their homeland and reduce the population on the overpopulated moon. However, they ran into a problem. The other particles that transform humans into others started falling down on the moon and Earth. In order to draw those particles away from the moon, they needed to override the gravity device that was regulating Earth's climate. So they wanted to sacrifice to Earth in order to just save the moon, and the one who was trying to execute that plan was Kagero, who was an agent sent from the moon. Yeah, that's right, but I messed up. That's when the moon decided to try a different method. If they couldn't avoid the other particles from falling, then all they had to do was direct them all to Earth. If they enveloped the Earth in a belt of other particles, the colonists on Earth wouldn't be able to return to the moon. They could kill two birds with one stone by also preventing the population from growing again. So that's the reason the extinction belt came to be. Does that mean that the moon's plan succeeded? I don't know. After I lost contact with the moon, so I have no idea what happened up there. I can't imagine everything worked out for them with the other particles though. This is just conjecture, but I believe the moon continues to face a crisis, regardless of the results of their plan. You said the moon was responsible for the others descending onto Earth. No matter what their initial objectives may have been, continuing that for 2,000 years is abnormal to say the least. Whether they're afraid of Earth's retaliation or they ran into some other trouble, the moon is facing desperate times. Yes, that's even though they have more advanced technology than we do. That's why I believe they're still being threatened by the others. Others on the moon too. If that's the case, it must be hard for you, Kagero. I mean, that's your homeland, and where your family was. I really appreciate your concern, Tsugumi, but I honestly have mixed feelings about it. Everything happened such a long time ago. Anyway, that's pretty much all I can tell you about it. Okay, so this was pretty much all the information we were given earlier. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this episode. On Monday, I'll be going over the Bond episodes available to me during Standby Phase 10, but anyway, until next time.